Highlander with the 8-inch screen. Over here you have your mirrors, left mirror, right mirror, control like a joystick, lock windows, unlock car, lock car. These are all your windows here. Over here you have daytime running lights off. You have auto lights, which we recommend you leave them on. They'll go on when they need to, go off when they need to. You have parking lights, nighttime, high beam, push forward. Fog lights on, fog lights off. When you have your high beams on, we recommend that you have this on as well. So when this is on and you have your high beams on, if your vehicle can sense tail lights, headlights, or a house light, your lights will go back down to nighttime lights. As soon as it's completely dark again, the high beams will come back on. Down here you have your back gate. You push and hold until it beeps for it to open. Same thing for closing. Over here you have your odometer. It's going to be at the bottom of the screen over here. So you have trip A. If you push it, you can go to trip B, and then odometer. To clear trip A and trip B back to 0, you just push and hold this button and it will go back to 0. This here is for your brightness for your dash. And then down here you have extra space. And then you have your hood release down here, and then your gas release is also over here. Down here you have your seats. You can pull up, push down, go forward, back. This is your backrest here. And then down here you also have a circle. This is going to be for your low back lumbar support. Here on your steering wheel you have controls on the left and the right side. We're going to go over the ones on the left. It's just going to control this screen up here. So we're going to go through these tabs up and down, and then we can also go left and right. This screen is what most people leave the screen on. It's going to be your miles per hour digitally. You also have it over here. But your miles per hour and your distance to empty. And then I'm going to go to the right, and that's going to show you your fuel economy. So it'll show you your trip total, miles per gallon, miles per hour up here, and distance to empty is also here. And then we go to the right again. This is your eco indicator. It'll light up when you're saving gas. Once it goes past that line, it means you're wasting gas. Again, you have the miles per hour here and the distance to empty. And now we're back at the beginning. So now we're gonna go down, and that's gonna go to this little car with the lane. So this is an active screen. So it's for your lane departure right here. So if you have this on, it'll show the little icon up here showing that it's on. And then if you're on this screen, it's gonna show you which lane the car can detect. So if it can only detect that right lane, it's gonna light that right lane up white. And then if you get close to that lane, it's going to flash a orange or a blue line. So if you're on the screen, you're gonna see which lane you can detect and see which lane you're gonna hit. It's also gonna beep and pull this wheel slightly. It's a slight pull, you can override it, it's not stronger than you, but if you are gonna switch lanes, we do recommend using your left or right blinker because it will deactivate it for that moment. Now I'm gonna go down to this music note. That's gonna be for your radio. If you push the middle button, you can open that. You can change your sources here, and then once you click your sources, you can go through your presets. To get back to the original screen, you're gonna push this back button right here, and then we can go down again right here. So this is just showing you your safety settings. Green means on, so you have your pre-collision system, blind spot monitor, and rear cross traffic alert. Pre-collision, if your vehicle is going at a certain speed, and your foot's on the gas or not on the brake, the car in front of you is stopping, your vehicle senses that you're not going to stop in time, it's going to beep and flash up here, brake, brake, brake. If you don't put your foot on the brake, you don't react to it. If everything is working perfectly, your sensors are clean, they're working perfectly, it's not too foggy or too rainy, the vehicle will apply brakes for you, but we don't recommend trying it because, like I said, everything has to be working perfectly. Blind spot monitor is going to light up in your side mirrors when somebody's in your blind spot. RCTA, when you're in reverse, you'll hear beep, 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 and you want to stop because it's letting you know that somebody is coming, a vehicle or a person. So make sure you stop and look behind you before you continue to back up. Now we're going to go down again. This is going to be your safety settings. So I'm going to push and hold to open them. So that's going to be, you have your lane departure right here. So you also have lane center if you have lane departure on, and you have the cruise control, dynamic radar cruise control on as well. Lane center is just going to keep you centered in the lane as you're on cruise control. Over here's the steering assist. That's the pull on the wheel. You can turn it on and off with this middle button. The sensitivity is here. I recommend a standard sensitivity. Again, you can change it with the OK button in the middle. If you go down one more, it's going to be sway warning. So if you're swaying too much back and forth, A little coffee cup's going to come up and say maybe it's time for a rest, and I recommend the standard sensitivity there as well. Now again, to go back, you're going to push that back arrow, and then to the right, we have the pre-collision system. So that's the one that if you don't put your foot on the brake and your foot's on the gas or not on the brake, the car in front of you stop and your vehicle can sense it's going to beep and flash, brake, brake, brake. I recommend the highest sensitivity right there, the 3 lines, because it is pre-collision. You can't be too safe with that. Then I'm going to go back again. To the right, that's your blind side monitor, so you can turn it on and off with this middle button here, and then you can see what it looks like in that side mirror. And then the next one over is going to be that rear cross traffic alert, the beeping when you're backing up when somebody is coming. This one here is your road sign assist, so it'll put little road signs up here, speed limits, things like that. If you're speeding, it'll have a little thin red line around the speed limit. Then we're going to go to the right, and this is just your other vehicle settings, language, units, drive information. So now I'm going to go down again right here. This is going to be messages like check engine light, oil change, low fuel. If somebody's not buckled up, it'll show you there as well. I went down again and I'm at the top. This here is going to answer and hang up the phone. If you want to decline a call, on the screen it will have, when you're having a phone call coming in, it will have a green phone and a red phone. The red phone will decline that call, but don't press this one because it will answer. This is the volume for your radio or phone calls. This is the voice command for the vehicle. Push it, say call so-and-so. Make sure you wait until after the beep. On this side, you do have your cruise control, so press for on, get up to the speed you want, set the speed. You can increase the speed, decrease the speed, cancel the set, or turn it off. So when you turn it on and set the speed, make sure you push this button here, so you'll see the lines at the very top right here. So that is your dynamic radar cruise control, how far you want to be spaced from the car in front of you. I recommend starting with 3 just because, just to get used to it. And then you can change it as you want it. But it will slow you down and speed you up with the car in front of you, only on cruise control. And again, that's the lane departure on and off. Mode is going to go through your sources on your radio. So if you're on AM and you push this, it's going to go to FM, and it will just go in a circle. AM, FM, XM, Bluetooth, AM, FM, XM, Bluetooth, or whatever sources you have. These will go through your presets or the tracks on your phone.